Hello and welcome to another Stacey West Memories video, courtesy of myself and Malcolm Johnson, who's provided me with hours and hours of footage, which I've had a great amount of fun going through. Some of the games are quite small and condensed. I've decided today to bring you two games. It's a double header of action from the 1991-92 season. It wasn't a particularly fantastic season. Steve Thompson was manager on the first game of the season, Matt Carmichael and Paul Dobson scoring, and then very quickly lost 6-0 at home to Barnet, which was a joint record home defeat, I believe. We struggled to score goals, and on November the 30th, we went away to Doncaster Rovers. We had struggled massively and had just then put 4 away the weekend before. Phenomenally, we went to Doncaster and won 5-1, which is the first of today's games. There was only 1,999 fans there. From the top of my head, the goal scorers I seem to recall, and I have just watched it, were Matt Carmichael, Kevin Finney, Jason Lee, possibly Tony Lormer and David Putnam. I think there's a Putts goal, which is typical David Putnam, quality footballer. For the next 10 games, from November the 30th to, and I check my notes, February the 12th, we scored 2 league goals. So 2 goals in 10 games. Awful run. That's in league games. I think we'd scored in the Auto Windscreens Trophy and perhaps the FA Cup as well. But there was a real goal drought before Doncaster came to us. Just before Doncaster arrived, there was trouble with finances. So I put a little news report in there where the club are basically saying, we're skint, can you help us out? Doncaster were even more skint, and we sprung a surprise, or well, maybe not a surprise, and won 2-0. We'll see Paul Dobson. I've written about him. I'll put some links to some of these people in the bio below as well. Paul Dobson scores a goal, and Jason Lee gets another one as well to give us a 2-0 win. So you've got 7 Lincoln City goals coming up and a news report from 1991. Check out the kit for the first game. Arguably my favourite away kit of all time, which I still haven't got. Lovely blue with the red echo on it. Remember that season really well as well. I think it was my second year of secondary school. So enjoy the footage. There is more to come. I'm not sure how regularly I'll be able to get it out, but I will do it as quickly and as effectively as I can. Thanks a lot for watching. Cheers. Bye.
At Doncaster.
Steve Beaglehole, the wonderfully named manager of Doncaster, has put his entire squad on the transfer list after this beating by Lincoln. Tony Lormer opening the account. Before half-time, they'd added a couple more. Lincoln's second was quite a feature. David Putnam directed the ball past the keeper. The third was messy, almost slapstick stuff. Kevin Finney getting the final touch amid the shambles. After the break, Brendan Ormsby pulled one back for Doncaster, but as revivals go, it wasn't much to make a song and dance about. Jason Lee following up made it 4-1 to Lincoln. And then right at the death, Matt Carmichael got the 5th. Doncaster 1, Lincoln 5.
Financial facts of life after appealing to local businesses for help. The club are several £100,000 in debt and admit they're losing around £8,000 a week. Players will now be sold, and manager Steve Thompson has been told there'll be no money for new players. Lincoln City are currently trying to redevelop their Sincil Bank ground, but despite their overdraft, they insist there's no chance of the club going under.
This is a rallying call. We're saying, you know, we are in trouble, and if everybody just helps a little bit, then we won't have that problem.
But the cash worries and the regular losses week in, week out have prompted the club to appeal for help.
It's easy to support a winning team, whether you're putting your money through the turnstiles or sponsoring or advertising. Very much more difficult to find a reason to support a team that's in trouble. And we are in trouble, and we desperately need everybody to pull that last ounce of support out for us.
But the view from Sincil Bank is not shared among the business community. Today at Lincoln's Chamber of Commerce there was little sympathy, only a lecture on the hard facts of life.
Perhaps there's been a sense of unreality in the football world. We've seen these enormous transfer fees and tremendous salaries being paid. If at the end of the day the businesses which are paying those salaries and paying those transfer fees can't support them, they're going to have to go or decline.
Life may be tough, but Lincoln City are still determined to survive.
Last night at Sinsel Bank, Lincoln entertained Doncaster, a club in far deeper financial trouble owing money to the taxman. But Lincoln made sure the win bonuses came their way with a 2-0 win. Jason Lee with the first after only 12 minutes. With the club intent on reducing their wage bill, it perhaps wasn't terribly clever of Graham Brassington to get himself sent off 2 minutes from time for swearing at the linesman. He's only just back after a 9-month layoff. And playing with 10 men may be an idea Lincoln should stick with, saving money and still scoring goals. Paul Dobson's tap-in with just seconds left, giving Lincoln a 2-0 win.